Hi, my name is Ashley Sherwood. I'm from Hampton, Virginia, born and raised. If I had to pick one life-changing event, it's going to be one that took place this past October. I had taken my kids with another family that we're friends with. We went to Great Wolf Lodge. We got there kind of late, so the water park was already closed. So we just did stuff around the inside of the hotel. Well, the next morning we wake up, get ready to go down to the water park, and I got extremely sick. My heart was racing. I was super sick, and I'm relatively healthy. I work out, I eat well. I feel like I've always taken care of myself. So I felt like I had the flu. So I called my husband, who wasn't able to go with us because he was working. So I called him, told him that I felt like I needed to go to the hospital. I felt really weird, really didn't feel good. So he came and picked me up from the hospital, or excuse me, from Great Wolf Lodge. And luckily our friends were able to keep our children and let them still play while my husband took me to get checked out. So I figured I had a viral infection, have to go home, no big deal. Well, we got there, and my heart rate was elevated. They did an EKG on me and immediately took me back. There were 4 doctors, several nurses, everyone all at one time. It was very scary. I've never been through anything like that before. The only time I've been hospitalized is when I had my children, so it was very scary. My resting heart rate was 197. They gave me medication, got my heart rate down, but I was in AFib, so my heartbeat was very irregular. They ended up keeping me for like 4 days. They couldn't really figure out what was going on, did a whole bunch of testing, lots of blood work, all kinds of stuff. They ended up letting me leave the hospital after the 4th day, and I got home. They gave me some medicine to regulate my heartbeat. I had another episode and ended up having to go back. My cardiac enzymes were elevated, which put me at a high risk for a heart attack or a stroke. So they ended up keeping me again, which was crazy. I've never smoked cigarettes, done drugs, drink alcohol occasionally, and so this just came out of nowhere. But the whole thing showed me that your life can change in an instant. What you think you are doing that is the right things, you're following the Lord, you're doing everything you're supposed to do. There are times where God's gonna say, hey, you're not doing what I want you to do. You need to slow down a little bit. And I feel like this was one of those moments where God wanted me to realize that I was taking life for granted. I had that feeling of, I'm young, I'm fine, everything's great, I can do what I want, I can go 1,000 miles a minute, and everything's gonna be okay because I'm young. And that's not the case. You have to take care of yourself. And I realized that I wasn't spending enough time with my family. I wasn't devoting enough time to the things I care about the most. I was just not living my life the way that I really wanted to. We were not going to church as often as we should. And this whole ordeal showed me that life is not promised. Tomorrow is not promised. And if I want to make the most out of my life, I need to do it right now and not wait for tomorrow, because that's not a guarantee. So this whole thing showed me to be a better person, and I thank God for that. And it's nice to meet all of you. I look forward to watching all of your videos. Thank you.